What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing my cut test of the traditional pocket knives exclusive Lake Champlain Barlow. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're doing the cut test today. I got my Lake Champlain Barlow back from Satu Dave. I let him borrow it to check this one out. And this is definitely one of my favorites. I think the light's up a little bit with the sun going down. Let me cut it down just a skosh. Yeah, I really like this one, guys. I really don't know what to tell you. If you like walk and talk and you like slip joints, or you want to test one out, but you don't really like a small one, this is a full-sized slip joint. This is definitely going to take up a lot of real estate. I carry it in an organizer with a flashlight and a pin down in the pocket. It fills a fifth pocket out all the way, but you could do it. You could do it. It would just not completely fill out. It'd be hanging out. This much would probably go down into the pocket, fifth pocket. But I like this one a lot, and it is super thin. So let's head on down to the table and check it out. All right, guys, down in the garage with my traditional pocket knife exclusive Lake Champlain Barlow. The manufacturer on this one is QSP. Man, that walk and talk, so good. I have used this a little bit, so I did do a quick little strop 5 on either side just to make sure I had a fresh edge. Nothing major that would cover up anything, but it's mostly been breaking into packages and stuff, so I don't anticipate any issues. So let's just do the initial cut test through paper and see if that factory edge is looking good. Whew. My goodness, I am telling you guys, QSP, they can put a factory edge on things, and this deep hollow grind on this guy is crazy. And I feel like QSP does a really good job with their hollow grinds. Let me rotate this around a little bit so I can get into that inseam first. This is not an ideal tabletop cutting design, being that it is that Warncliffe style, but I think it's going to perform really well. It has such a good edge, and again, QSP is doing a fairly good job with their M390, guys. Really impressed with it. It seems like it's treated really well. Let's go ahead and take a quick look and see what this feels like cutting through the denim. Oh, I am hardly having to push at all. That is bananas, because again, it does have a little bit of tip, but this is crazy how thin and slicey this is. I could definitely see this being a work knife. All right, let's check it real quick. Oh, a little tougher to get to it from the, oh gosh, I went through the whole, I went through the whole thing as soon as I applied any amount of pressure. Let's put the inseam back at the top. Look at the consistency, guys. Very comfortable on hand. Barlows have a very comfortable ergo shape here. I'm waiting until I put the blade on top of the denim, and then I'm just using this to kind of help drive the spine through. And it is cleanly cutting through all of the denim, and it knocked that zip tie right out the top. All right, let's just check it real quick after cutting through the denim. Yeah, kind of what I figured. So I have a decent sized piece of cardboard here. We're gonna go through all of this and see how it performs. So I'm gonna start way over here. I'm gonna go all the way to the toolbox, and I'm gonna try to control the cut so that I can keep it in the middle. And you can see this thing has good flight, laser beam going through the cardboard. Super comfortable, guys. It is just so comfortable. Easy to control with the thumb. Let's just see in the power grip. Got that first initial bite, and I'm barely having to fight with the cardboard at all. Try to straighten that cut out a little bit more there. Just really good. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then this way you guys can kind of see me working through the cardboard, and I don't have to push so far across, and then we'll do the other piece. So same distance, I'm just breaking it down so it's a little bit more manageable on screen. This is bananas. This is bananas. I'm pushing a little bit there. It gets a little bit harder when it gets to this thin. I kind of do have to saw cut into it. But once I do that, it's really, really good. So let's just, before we finish with this piece, let's just check the draw cuts. No surprise. Absolutely no surprise whatsoever. Oops. It's really thin out there on them corners where the bins were for where this cardboard was put together. Let's just check real quick. Still has plenty of bite and still just wants to chew through the cardboard. I think there's a little bit of tape here. Yeah, there's a little bit of tape. Thought I'd try to pick clean pieces, and I try to get rid of pieces with the tape. The tape will cause it to want to kind of hang up or drag the material with it because it's really gummy. So you really don't have a clean surface. But I mean, this thing is a laser beam, guys. Really impressive. Not a ton of cardboard. Again, this is not an edge retention test. Just want to give you a feel on how it, in hand experience, how it's doing as far as bite and everything like that through a little bit of work. I mean, you should be able to really be able to tell here the difference. I don't know that it phased this M390, guys. Holy crap. There's nothing. This thing, I think this thing could do a ton more cardboard. And I will get to a point where I do edge retention test. You can see a little bit right there. A little bit of gum on there from the cardboard. There must have been some tape somewhere on it. So that's just even that much more impressive. QSP seems to do a really good job. The build quality's nice. Walk and talk's nice. Man, let's just kick it back up to the table and go over it. All right, as you can see there, absolute laser beam, guys. This thing is no joke. Just like the Hedgehog, it is an absolute laser beam. And you can see it can handle a lot. It can handle a lot of work. It did surprisingly well in those draw cuts too. Not the draw cuts, but kind of like the belly type cuts where you normally want some belly to kind of go through the denim. I was really impressed with that. I think it's just because it has such an acute tip. QSP, I mean, the M390 seems like it does a really good job. Could be because of the tall hollow grind. It might not be putting a lot of pressure on the edge, but it held its edge really well. The build quality on this is just so nice, guys, and I really, really liked it. It cut really well. I just think QSP, they're doing a really good job. I have heard a couple people come back with an issue here or there, and I think that's kind of normal for a production knife. It is unfortunate. I had an issue with a QSP. Man, I can't think of the name of it. Editor will have to throw it in there as I think about it when I'm going through editing. But that QSP that I had an issue with, I reached out to them, and they asked me to send it to their American warranty provider. They determined it was a warped blade, and they replaced it. It was like a 4-week turnaround, and I had no issue with it. And a lot of the other QSPs that I've interacted with or had issues with, never had a problem. Now, I did with this one have the spine crack, and it looked like, from what Austin had said, it just looked like that one got cut a little too close to the bolt that fastens here for the back spring. And it was unfortunate that I just happened to get that one, but I have not heard any other issues with these. Dave even has, Satu Dave, has the Jig Titanium one. I have not heard him mention not a word about it. And since they replaced mine, I've not had any issues either. So really just happy with this. What a cutter, man. And it seems really well done. And it's super comfortable. It's a great size for me. If you want a full size one, I definitely recommend this one. Shout out to everyone out there that likes, uses the links, comments, and is subscribed. I can't tell you guys how much it helps the channel. Shout out to my members out there. You're getting that early access to this one. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.